Okay, good evening, everyone, and to all you fellow TIs out there. Earlier, I did something that was seemed to be very that had a lot of results and a lot of success when it comes to boosting awareness. You see, a lot of these places to where they're brainwashing people. You know what we need to do? We need to gather up. What we all need to do is get together and make a compilation video, right? Make a compilation video that's showing all the corruption all in one thing, everything, right? And we need to make a link to this video. Everybody will have this compilation video on all their channels, right? Everybody will have it. And what we need to do, go to every damn channel that's spreading those lies, that's, blinding everybody, and paste that in the comments saying this is what they don't want you to know. This is what they are keeping from you, the truth. You want to know the truth? Click on this. The more and more people, the more and more fellow TIs we can get together to do this, I guarantee you the faster this stuff, the truth will spread. Much faster than it did on before. As far as anything else is concerned, the audio, unfortunately, I had my finger on the audio jack slot, so apparently it didn't come out too well. So you got my apologies for that one. I don't know if it's the manipulation or if that's a habit, but it may be a manipulation. So I'm gonna have to stop doing the recordings with the phone in my hand just to avoid that. But basically the situation here, if you saw that last video, I'm pretty certain, based off his description of what happened, you already got the gist of what they're doing. I don't believe that they're gonna stop doing that, but here's the deal. I don't believe, as I stated before, I don't think that this stuff is gonna get passed. There's too much going on, and people are seeing the corruption, and people who are in high areas of employment are speaking out. People in media, people in the medical industry, the news industry, and it's just too much corruption, man. A lot of this stuff is coming out. A lot of this. So it's only a matter of time before this does come to an end. But it's not going to be like as soon as tomorrow or next week. No, it's going to be a little bit longer because from judging from what I'm seeing, the way that they're going about this is that they're trying to stretch this as much as they can because they can only keep this going for so long. The unfortunate thing, though, is that they want everybody to stay in their homes. However, let me know. Think about this, right? You got a buddy who has a drone somewhere tucked away. Maybe with cam. Maybe they could have an attached cam. You can go through GPS, look up the local areas. Like the local schools, the local hospitals. You could drive that thing in the air, but alongside the roads, just to abide by the laws. Catch them out there in the act, installing shit when they're not supposed to be out there in the first place. You get what I'm getting at here? Can't fly above them though, because then you break the law doing that. And what I mean by above, I'm talking about like directly over them. Okay, a solution to the insects that they like to put in your homes, those flying things. Because believe you me, they actually did that to me. They actually got me with that, and it was a little ways away before. Luckily, I got off in time to counteract it a bit as much as I could. Otherwise, it would be like a lot worse. But this is from what I've seen. There's a queen type of bug that they will put in your place, man. I've seen this, okay? I have seen it. The damn thing is like a quarter inch, about a quarter inch big, around my the tip of my thumb, and it's orange. It's bright red orange. That is a carrier, okay? That's a carrier drone. That thing is carrying uh the parasitic nano all over its body and even inside of its body. I couldn't catch the bastard, and if I ever do, you know I'm gonna put that on film. If I catch that motherfucker, I'm putting him on film. So there's I haven't seen it since. So it's probably gone. They probably brought it back because they don't want something like that on film. They don't, and they don't want something like that studied under a neuroscientist that's not under their payroll or their division. Because first off, if people caught that shit and actually exposed that for what it was, then they would understand that there are insects being used for biological terrorism, and that is going to that's going to raise a whole lot of eyebrows, because there's no telling how many bugs could be used for this. But yeah, that's just one of the things I wanted to do. I wanted to make like 2 compilation videos, and I wanted people to be able to be able to post this, and it's just going to be nothing but pure exposure for all their bullshit. I wanted to have it fixed to where like a lot of the shit that they're saying, right? That like they'll say, oh, like this is this, that's this, and like so many things, and how the shit that people were buying into, and then at a certain point in a compilation video, it stops and it says that's what this is. It starts off basically, the first half starts off saying this is what they're telling you, and then it cuts off. It stops in the middle and says this is what they're not telling you, and bam, all nothing but exposure of everything that's going on, from the dummies, the people coming out and telling the truth, the people who have been working under certain divisions that's under their payroll, all of that shit. And that's the type of video that we need to send around to send the message that we will not tolerate this. That we're not going to sit around and just let this roll its way into our backyards, our alleyways, our homes, and just infiltrate into our families' lives. Now, I'm not gonna link this other bombshell on the channel because of its nature, but I will warn you about what it is. Someone thought it would be okay, and I don't know. This may have been a perp that sent this to me, but someone thought it was okay to. And here's the deal: a reason why I have such a big problem with this. It's because of the technology of this website that's using this, and it's AI technology. I mean, I'm not trying to point no fingers here, but whose great idea was it to make a damn porno site with AI okay? So my question is this: who the fuck started working with AI and making that? And who's using AI technology to siphon people's business through the phones? I'm gonna give you a minute to process that for a minute. And yes, there is a site out there that has this, meaning there's no telling whose shit is on that site. There's no telling whose stuff is on that site. I'm not gonna leave a link, but I'll leave a name to it. Put it down in the comments after I upload this. And the reason why I don't want to leave a link is because, well, YouTube, you know how they are. But Yeah, man, that whole site is just AI based. So there's no telling who shit is on there. Just it could be anybody's stuff on there, man. This is the same technology, mind you, that they want to promote into the community. So let's say you may be married or something, right? Or you may be dating someone. Your girlfriend or your wife may send you a personal photo to you that's meant for you, no one else. How much you want to bet that these assholes got that on that site? If you want to know where I'm getting at, basically the assholes who are developing AI technology are perverts. Okay, that's basically what I'm getting at. I'm gonna leave the name of this site in the description. You check it out and tell me what you think, because to me, that people should already be outraged by shit like that, because I don't think nobody gave consent for a site to have their shit up there like that, man. I don't think no one did. I just don't think no one did, and it could be anybody's stuff on there. Um, even even worse though, the fact that there's even one site like that, dude. There's no telling what else is out there on the net. This, ladies and gentlemen, even if you're a non-TI, this is the problem we're dealing with, and as I stated before, and I was right. We're in a new age of peeping toms. I'm gonna tell you again. We're in a new age of peeping toms. Now you see, back in the day, all you had to have was the boom, the handy dandy boomstick on the left hand side, ready for these assholes to show up, or whenever they showed up, and bada bing, bada boom, like they scurry the fuck off, because they don't want to get they don't want to get led up the ass. Basically, they don't want they don't want to get hit by that shit, man. And unfortunately, like it did come to that, to where people did have to have a gun on them, because there were perverted assholes out there like that. Now you got to understand, people who are not laced with nanotechnology, because I believe some of my subscribers are not familiar with what targeted individuals are going through. Understand, people who are, it doesn't matter whether you're in a prison, it doesn't matter whether you're not in a prison, it doesn't matter whether you did something bad in the past. Here's the deal. Vape trails. If you want to know more about this stuff, go to my guide channel, MMTI Strategy Guide. There are videos on there that describes all of what this is and all of what it does. This stuff has the ability, and there are people using electronics that basically manipulate the structures of this. I myself I have been a victim of this since I was a child, and many others have had the same experiences of this. You can end up doing something you would not even normally do at all, and it wasn't even your decision to do it, and you would have had no idea whose decision it was, due to RNM or RMN, which is also known as remote. The RNM is remote neural monitoring, and the RMN is remote manipulation, I guess through neurons, since it basically latches onto neurons. I hope I pronounced that right. Or they're both pronounced RMN or RNM, I guess. But anyway, that's the situation, man. So it's terrible. Like, you could be when you're not aware, you could be influenced to do a crime that someone influenced you into doing, and you gotta pay for that crime. You gotta pay the time for that crime. You could be up in there for like 30 damn years. Half your life gone in an instant, just like that, because some asshole wanted to tamper around with some damn technology to fuck up someone's life without any disregard. And you want to know something? That same asshole giggled to their heart's content and went off and did it to someone else. So when these people are telling you the 5G is not, um, you know, the coronavirus, the mystery virus thing, that's what I like to call it. I'm not gonna call it by its full name because they like to tackle down on people who are basically saying it. But here's the gist of it, man. If people are telling you that that virus is not 5G, they're paid off. Okay. And here's the deal. The trend is this: they pay people off to get what they want. I'm saying, yes, I am saying this again. They pay people off to get what they want, and when they have what they want, they completely cut people who they don't need out of the equation. Okay, if they are in their way of production of their agenda, they're gonna cut them out even more. And what I mean by this is that they put them in a category of not just a problem, but the category of problems, meaning everybody who is in their way to what their plans of what they want to implement on the world, regardless of whether anybody consents or not. And that's how they do shit, whether you know it or not. They want this to basically be in a situation to where it's either their way or the highway. That's it. So don't be deceived by their bullshit, man, because we're still in a position to fight this. But if we're gonna fight this and put a stop to this, then we're gonna have to rise up, man. We're gonna have to come together. We're gonna have to literally put a stop to this while we still can. The only problem that I'm worried about, though, is, and understand this, that they do have the troops on standby. We need to do this, but we need to be organized and do this in a peaceful like manner and demand that this comes to a stop. The one thing they will want you to do is to riot, cause havoc, and cause destruction, break property. And the biggest problem is infiltration, because you will have people who will infiltrate a group who just wants to preach for peace and change, and then you'll have these assholes who are paid off to come in the middle of things and literally just start doing dumb stuff to basically discredit the reputation of the group. And that person was acting out because they were paid to do it. Crazy, I know. That's basically all I got for now. I'm gonna try to get some sleep. Hang on, let me see. I'm at like 17. It's like, yeah, it's already 10, so it's already time for me to turn in. Anyway, stay safe, everybody. This is MM. I'm over and out.